it's me, Renee. I'm back. It's been a week now since the last time. I did say it might be a while since the next video, but yeah, here I am. Yeah, as you can see from the title, this is the Moody Reader book tag because I saw it last week, 2 weeks ago, last week, and I thought it looked very fun. And yeah, that's what I'm going to film right now. So, a little moment, let me check out the questions. Give me a little moment. It's also yeah, it's created by someone. I don't remember the bookshelf at the moment, but I'm linking it down below. Don't worry. And yeah, so first, sorry, first question: do you consider yourself a moderator? Yes, I do. Uh, I do. I make TBRs, but like, yeah, I'm very moody. I used to be not that moody, but like as a lot of people really, Corona's kind of made me kind of moodier than usual. But yeah, I would say I'm a mood reader. Yeah. Second question: do you make TBRs and do you stick to them? Yes and no. I make TBRs, but if you pay attention, I don't always stick to them. Though like actually first beginning, very beginning of booktube, I kind of didn't make TBRs because I didn't really want to do it because I didn't. Lately I've been doing them, but yeah, like 80% of the time I don't stick to them very much. But like when I make them, they are books that I tend to read, and then my mood happens. But like it's not like if I make it TBR, I'll won't read any of the books. I'll probably read some of them or like at least start some of them. But yeah. So anyway, actually like lately, I think yeah, like in February or like this last few months, I kind of been more like saying like this is a TBR, like warning you that it's not set in stone. And I think I'm kind of gonna be doing that for like maybe I like do like a video and say I want to read this and this book, and then I'll read other books, and then like I'll have a small official TBR. But then I know I'll read more books. And also lately, I've kind of been not reading so many books as I've been reading earlier. So it's like having a TBR full of many books. I often have TBR full of many books because I want to like have something to choose from. Though I can't choose anyway. It's not like, oh my god, you different from your TBR. You're an insane reader. I mean, it's not like reading something that's not on your TBR will make you get a punishment. So it's just kind of our booktube reader mindsets that kind of like feel like we have to stick to the TBR, though we don't. So yeah, yeah. Next question: do books affect you emotionally? Yeah, I would say like, do any reader, like a person who loves to read, not get affected? I suppose yeah. Some people they aren't scared by books because they kind of need movies and stuff like that to be scared. Some people don't. They might laugh, they might chuckle, but don't laugh out loud, even though they still find enjoyable. With me, yeah, like if I find a book scary, I will hide my face. Though I suppose, yeah, if I'm reading a paperback, that's not that smart. So I suppose I'll have uh, blink one eye and then read with one eye, or I might like kind of put it away for a few minutes, or I might simply just read it during the daytime when it's sun outside. If it's a funny book, I will laugh and I will laugh aloud. People will complain, but if a book is funny or if something gives me emotions, it's the same thing actually with movies or movies or TV. Yeah, movies or TV. If something affects me emotionally, I'll react. That's how I do it, really. So yeah, next one. Most often, do you use reading to escape, learn, or critically reflect? I suppose probably should have done a little bit of a research, because critically critically reflect and learn, aren't they kind of two sides of the same coin? Why would they have two different? Well, I suppose sometimes I do like look at the original creator of a tag. I probably should have done that now to like, because often they kind of explain stuff more in detail and stuff. But yeah, although yeah, I can still answer the question. I would say like 98% of the time I use reading to escape, or yeah, escape, and 2% of the time I use it to learn. Or like also like if a book I want to be entertained, often the books that kind of escape me most, like makes me kind of the most like I enjoy most escaping into. Yeah, I enjoy most escaping into. I would say also kind of books that can learn me, teach me something new. For example, reading a book set in high class Asia, kind of like Crazy Rich Asians. That's not really something I've read a lot about before, so it's kind of like it's still a fluffy book, so it's kind of like learning about something completely new, reading something completely new, or reading a book set in a historical time period. That, if the historical author is doing a good job, will make you learn something about that time, but also be entertained. So yeah, I would say for me, mostly it's kind of mixed, but it's mostly like the escapism. Like I've seen this before, about seen this, said this before. I'll say it again. If you're new here, you might be. For me, I don't have a problem with. Of course, I know that books need conflict, and I don't have a problem with conflict in itself. But I have a problem. I have dislike for books that end sadly. So like if books end where a lot of things are just shitty or bad, I don't like it. I mean, I need a happily ever after, or HEA, for me to enjoy it. Be it the book is romance, fantasy, contemporary, whatever, I need it to end happily. Bittersweet books are fine, but mostly I like happily, where most of the books, um, where most of the plots are resolved like satisfactory and stuff. So like, and I suppose kind of, I know that at least in my mind, I know that a book or TV or movies, you kind of need conflict, because a book about someone just living an ordinary life with no conflicts, that's kind of boring. I suppose that's kind of also artistic, so I suppose that could be an own thing. But like for me, I kind of need plot and something to happen. And yeah, for plot to be interesting, you kind of need conflict. You kind of need something to be happening that the main character doesn't understand or doesn't want to happen, and then it evolves, and then it becomes something else. The characters evolve, and yeah, you know. So I don't mind conflict. Like I know that conflict has to happen, but I also kind of need like, so the conflict in the beginning or middle of the book, that's good. If a book ends on like a shaky ground where like we don't really know what's going to happen, or when it's just kind of all out in the open, no. I as that yeah, I need HGA. I can like bittersweet endings where some things are resolved, but not everything. That's okay. But books where most things are under-resolved and it's a standalone, no, I don't like. I don't like too big of an ending really. I like it to be more close really. And yeah, blah 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 blah. Question 6: what is a book that made you laugh out loud? So I saw this tag on the Book Sanctum's the Book Sanctum channel, and I agree with her pick. But I kind of want to pick something else, because I mean, I suppose could you say also like I agree with her pick. So if you check out her video, that one is very funny series. But I kind of want to go with something else, because I want to take this opportunity to like recommend you talk about something else. But as I said, I haven't really planned. So let's just yeah. I'm just gonna take two books from this series, and it's the Stoke and Holmes series. So this is a series of 5 books set in an alternative historical England in the 1880s. And yeah, this book, it's very entertaining, very enticing, and also very funny now and then. Very funny. So yeah, definitely recommend it. And also beautiful covers. So beautiful. Also, this is the last book. I'm just kind of throw that in there. And this book, I read it in 2019. Yeah, 2019. I cried reading it because I was so emotional because of stuff happening in the book, but also like it's the last book. So yeah, this book made me cry. So yeah, let's move on. And then we have what is the book that made you cry? So I suppose I could just say this one. I'm gonna not do that. Be that basic. I'm gonna choose another book. So let me check. Yeah, I know I have not. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go with. Give me a little moment. Now you get to see how old I am. You get to see more of my room. No, okay, I'm gonna use this one. So, Jeff Set Sail. Also, actually, the last book in a series. I read this in 2020, December 2020. I cried because it's so emotional being the last in the series. Though there's actually going to be a spin-off series of this coming out from next year. But still, this book ends this chapter of the universe, so quite sad. Also, some things that happen in the book made me cry. Even though I spoiled myself for it, I cried during this. So yeah, this book, if you need a good cry, also a good mystery, check it out. Then we have blah 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 blah. What is a book that you don't even know how you felt about after? I have some books that I've kind of been unsure that I kind of like didn't love, didn't hate, or just weren't very sure about how I felt. But a specific book at this moment, I'm gonna have to think. Um, it's been a while since we talked about that one. Others. I could go with that one too. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna give a moment. Yeah, so I read 1,000 Pieces of You by Claudia Gray in, let's say, March. I didn't read in March, February, I think. And so the beginning of this one was interesting. And then from the beginning, it was kind of very fast paced, and way too fast paced for me. Like stuff happened all the time. You couldn't really breathe in the story in a way. And it ended in an interesting way. And also, like, it ended in a way that I felt like it could be a standalone, but it's actually first in a trilogy. I was like, kind of thinking, like, kind of confused, like, is this why would you have more series, more books? But again, I kind of understand it. And again, because of how the book was kind of paced, I kind of in the beginning thought I might DNF it. I didn't DNF it. I do want to read the rest of the series, but yeah, this book, I kind of felt like in a way that, yeah, I kind of felt like if this book had been more fleshed out, I would have enjoyed it more. But I didn't, as I said, I didn't not enjoy it. So yeah, I'm on the fence on this one, definitely. I'm gonna read more in the series, but I'm on the fence. So yeah, and then let's check out. Are you most likely to read on a sunny day or a cloudy day? Well, I'm a reader, so honestly, it doesn't really matter what kind of weather is. Um, the book Sanctum said that she didn't like if it's sunny, she'll still sit inside and read. With me, like I'm one of those stereotypical readers that like I read all year round. Like some people they seem to like read mostly during the winter because it's bad weather, so you kind of have to stay inside. You can't do stuff outside. Well, lately you can't really do stuff at all because of Corona. But like for me, the difference between winter and summer, or like winter, summer, spring, it's like if it's winter, I sit inside reading. If it's summer, I'll sit outside reading, and I might get sunburned. And that's more or less it. Though, like sometimes, like if it's very rainy and maybe a bit stormy, it kind of like feels a bit nice to like sit by the window and read. Like, of course, I don't really being out. I don't really like being outside in that kind of weather. But sitting inside and reading during that weather, it's really nice. So yeah, for me, the weather doesn't really matter that much, really. Like I'll read in any weather, really. Like if it's very sunny and very warm, I might listen to an audiobook and walk like for a trip, go hiking or like go walking someplace. If it's not that sunny or not that nice weather, I'll sit outside and read. So yeah, it doesn't really matter that much to me, really. And let's check out next question. Do you do you usually set the mood while you read? Music, lights, smells, etc. No and yes. Well, I don't usually do it. I sometimes do it. Like for example, the Jewish. I've done a Jewish readathon a few years now, actually. I think maybe 4 years, maybe 5 years, a few years anyway. And during that, a lot of people seem to they have specific snacks they eat. They might like do a candle, they might do stuff. And Jewish is in April and also in like I think it's in April and September because it's twice a year. At least like I think it's twice a year, maybe sometimes it's 4 times a year, but at least twice a year. And like in April in Norway, at least where I live, sorry, it's not necessarily that great of weather yet, so it might like, and also like the first Jewish is often the beginning of April. So the beginning of April in Norway, at least where I live, as I said, it might not be that much of a summery feel to the weather yet. It might not be that sunny or that warm, so I'll probably often sit inside and but yeah, then I might sit inside. I might do some snacks because it's Jewish, kind of like feel like doing like because it's Jewish, I'm doing a snack, and I might also do some music, and I might also put on a candle. But yeah, this is kind of during Jewish, and also like if it's like as I said earlier, if it's a day when it's very rainy, maybe a bit windy, I might put on a candle. I might maybe put on some music. What I do then also, I often put on like jazz music actually, because like I kind of feels like that's kind of fits with whatever book I'm reading really, because it kind of fits like it's nice to listen to, but it doesn't really take me out of the book. So yeah, I do that, but that's not usually. That's kind of in some readathons, in some days. It's not something I do often. It's something I do sometimes. So yes and no, or yes sometimes. But yeah, give me a moment. Yeah, I just got SMS, so that's good. But yeah, next question. Okay, I'm just going to go there instead. Blah 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 blah. Can you leap from book to book, or do you usually need some buffer time? Like, can you finish a book at like 12 one day and then start the next book 10 minutes after? I think that's kind of like what you're thinking about, what they're asking. I would say sometimes, like, if the book is kind of like a standalone, if it's a book that's first in series, if it's a book that's I enjoyed, I didn't love, then yeah, I probably might pick up another book soon after, because like if I'm in the mood to read something else, I might want to pick up something else soon after. If it's like a book that's last in a series, or a book that's ended on a cliffhanger, or a book that's, or I simply finish it like in 1 in the morning, or like 3 in the morning, that has happened, then I probably will take some time, like take a few hours sleep or do other stuff, and then pick up a book after sometime, after a few hours, one day, depending on like if it's the middle of the night or what it is. So yeah, might do that. Depends. And yeah, and that's the Moody Reader book tag. So yeah, I'm gonna tag Katie from Katie Reads and Rants. I'm gonna tag Annalisa from Annalisa Eli. I'm gonna tag Amrita by the book. I'm curious to see what Amrita says to these questions. Well, I'm curious about all of them. Why would I tag you if I weren't curious? But yeah, so that, and Rosie, and also anyone who wants to do it, you're tagged. You're it. And yeah, bye.